Have you ever seen somebody's Facebook page and thought, why are you posting that, or how old are you again? Well, many kids under the age of 13 have a Facebook page. Even though Facebook has many requirements, like age for example, kids oftentimes go on it underage with parental consent. Most parents, your kid will go, hey mom, can I have a Facebook? And you don't think anything of it, you're just sure. Bad idea. Facebook, under the age of 13, proposes many safety concerns. Although Facebook has many privacy things, you can still see a lot. Even with the strongest security on Facebook, you can still see a profile picture and a name, and sometimes some of their personal information, like the date of birth or even email or a phone number. Kids on Facebook don't understand all the dangers. They don't realize that there's pedophiles, identity thieves, and many other people out there who are trying to get their information for bad use. It's easy when you're very smart when it comes to computers to maneuver around the Facebook website and get a hold of information. According to Joanna Moorhead on the Guardian website, underage people on websites are the number one target when it comes to identity theft. Although that may seem kind of odd, kids don't understand what that is. They don't look to see, oh, I didn't post that, or I didn't say that, or I don't know what that is, I've never been anywhere near this, so they're a good target. Another thing is it subjects kids to cyberbullying. Although there's many other options for cyberbullying like Twitter, MSN, and other kind of things, you can block it on those sites. Where Facebook, if you're friends with somebody who's friends with somebody, you can comment on their post if your friend is involved. You could email, you could message them, you could do a lot of things that just are rude. And you can't really block people on Facebook as easy as you could if you had their cell phone number or anything like that. According to Yalda Oles on the Ultimate Parenting website, most kids are bullied on Facebook through instant messaging, through their posts, or even just simple comments, and it affects them greatly, especially when it starts at a younger age. Another thing is Facebook is a big distraction when it comes to studying. As you can see, it's a lot easier to just, while you're on your computer doing homework, to just hop on and check Facebook or spend a few hours on Facebook. At a younger age, it's a little bit easier to not understand or to not care what your priorities are, but it can build really bad study habits, and that's not a good thing to start at a young age. It also distracts kids and they spend more time indoors, which instead of being indoors or outdoors exercising, they're inside, which doesn't help with our obesity problem in our country. Well, along with the distraction, it's a bad habit. If you're on Facebook instead of doing your homework, then you don't develop those study skills at a young age, which gives you no foundation to build on when you get into high school. As you get older, your tests and the things you have to know, there's more of it. It's just, you have to know more things and you have to be able to study. If you build bad habits as a young kid, then you will never have a basis and it'll be a lot harder for you to learn how to do things. According to Study Mode's article, most kids develop their bad habits before the age of 14, so being on Facebook under the age of 13 would be a place where that would start. One of the last thing is Facebook affects your future. Although it may seem harmless to just post a picture of yourself or a status about if you're upset, it's not a good idea. Employers may look back at your history on Facebook because it's always going to be there, and that's not good if you posted something that was inappropriate with language or just not something you'd want your grandmother to see. Especially with photos. If you're going to post a photo, think about, would you want your grandmother to see this? Would you say something like this to your grandmother? Probably not. So don't put it online, because you wouldn't say it to an employer or even a college admissions counselor. And they don't realize at the age of 13 that that's going to affect your future. Some parents might say, Facebook's safe, it has privacy barriers, right? Well, not so much. the privacy barriers aren't very strong, and almost anybody who has much information on how to maneuver around the Facebook website could probably find out your information. Parents might also say it's a great way to learn to use social media. Wrong. It's a lot easier to learn social media through less harmful websites like MSN or text messaging. Although these may seem ancient and like everybody has them, they're not new, they're not fun. Well, as fun as it would be to be on a new program like Facebook or Twitter, they're a lot safer. By texting or being on MSN, you can block users, you can pick who you want to add, and you don't have to respond. Where on Facebook, it's out there for the world to see what somebody has said to you. So why not use other safe sites? So next time, when your child comes up to you and asks, "Mom, can I have a Facebook?" why not suggest another idea like MSN or a phone, because it helps them learn to use social media, but safe. After seeing all this, think about it. Do you really want your kid having a Facebook page at a young age? I think not. Kids under 13 should not have Facebook.